The great philosopher and poet Shia LaBeouf once said, hang on. Do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No. What are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing a fun video on publishing dreams. My friend Lindsay over at Lindsay Puckett started this by wanting to put something fun out in the atmosphere and kind of focus on what her dreams in publishing are. Not necessarily goals, but these are more things that you can't really work towards. They kind of either happen or they don't, and a lot of it is out of your hands. And then before I got a chance to do the video, my brother Kevin did it, who then kind of created it to be like a tag. And then my friend Devasia at Grape Fry and my friend Lauren at Lauren Clark, they also did it. So here I am, I'm doing it as a tag or not a tag or whatever. I just want to tell you what my publishing dreams are, okay? So I narrowed it down to like 11, so it's kind of a lot. I'm a big dreamer, but what can I say? I got a lot of free time on my hands, so I got a lot of things to dream about. So let's get started with my publishing dreams. All right, the first one is, I would say it's a dream because it seems way, way harder than a lot of other aspects of publishing, and that is to get a second book deal. Not that I think I'm so great that I will 100% get a first book deal, but I feel like I have a better chance of getting a first book deal than a second book deal, because that second book deal is hard. The first, you don't have any precedent, so they can have their big dreams about you. But then with the second one, they know your sales, they know who you are, people know who you are, and it has to be good enough and do well enough to get that second book deal. So that is a dream, is to not just publish one book or get one book deal, but to get a second book deal. Now, my second publishing dream, now these are actually, now I'm looking at them kind of out of order, so just bear with me here. I'm one of those kinds of people who really thinks about organization of stuff, so it's kind of driving me nuts a little bit that I didn't organize them, but that's okay. I digress. I would like to have my characters have a ship name. So, you know, like Cat Piss, or I don't know, that's like my favorite one, but you know what I'm saying. A cute little ship name where you like smash their names together. So I haven't really come up with any for any of my characters, and I'm not really good at that, but I think it would be cool to like have a ship name for my main characters. I think that would be super cute. Those of you who are reading my books, have that in the back of your mind when you are beta reading for me. So publishing dream number 3, that would be to go on an actual book tour and do book signings. I know not everyone gets a chance to do that. They've kind of fallen out of favor. But while Kevin and I were living in LA together, we went to book signings all the time, like all the time. Like sometimes we were going to like 3, 4, or 5 in a week. And we would drive into the city, we would drive to San Diego, we'd go out to Ontario, you know, Rancho Cucamonga, like wherever. So we loved to do that. It was like a fun trip. We got to meet other people in the book community in LA and make friends and meet authors, and it was just such a great time. And I love to travel. I've seen so much of this country already. I would love to be able to get out there, go to bookstores, because I've been to so many that I would love to be like on the receiving end of that. So that would be like amazing. Like I might even like self-fund one or something. So I would love to go on a book tour, book signing thing. I mean, now if you want to send me to Europe or something, that'd be even more amazing, but I'll settle for the US, you know. Or you can send me to like South America or Australia. I mean, I'll go anywhere you want to send me, really, but the dream is just to be able to go on a tour somewhere. So the next dream I've already kind of talked about in my why I'm pursuing traditional publishing, and that is that my family all live in small towns. Like my parents live in a small town outside of Chicago. My brother and my nephew and my sister-in-law live in a small town outside of St. Louis. So I would love for them to be able to go into their local bookstore and see my book. I know that that's not guaranteed, even if I got a big five or anything like that. There's no guarantee that your book will be carried in any bookstore. So that would be a huge, amazing wish for me, is to have them be able to go into their local bookstore and have my book just be there on the shelves. And that kind of goes into my next publishing dream, which is I would love to see my book at the airport. Like, that's when you really made it. When you have someone text you, like my brother travels a lot for his job, not Kevin, but one of my other brothers. I do have 4, I had to count. So my brother Matthew travels a lot for his job, and it would be so cool if he like texted me from the airport and was like, oh my God, guess what I just saw in this airport shop, and then took like a picture of one of my books and sent it to me. Or like some old hater from high school is like making their, you know, one vacation every 10-year trip, and they're trying to enjoy themselves and get away from all the horribleness of life, and then they see my name on a book in the airport and it ruins their whole vacation. I would love that so much. Okay, maybe that was a little petty, but you know what I'm trying to say, okay? I would love to have my book in an airport. So, since we're talking about the book, another thing, another place I would like to see my book as a dream would be to have it translated and sold in France. Many of you know this. If you don't, I am a Francophile. I love France. It is my favorite place on the planet besides LA. Paris is number 1, I think, and then LA is number 2. I love France. I love Paris. I love the French language. I can read French. I understand it-ish, and then I don't really speak it very well at all. It's horrible. I will not ruin your ears with that. But I can read French quite well. So I would love to have a book translated in French and then have it sold in French bookshops, and then be able to like go to France and see my book in French. That would be so cool, and be able to read it and see how they translated it. And you know, because if you know, like translations are not like exact, so I would love to see like the choices they made and like how it kind of changes the feel of the book. I don't know, that would just be, that's really nerdy of me, but I would just love to see my book in French. You know, they could probably translate it in French if it goes to Canada. So maybe it'll be a little easier, but I would like to see it in France specifically. But those could be two-pronged. Seeing it in French period would be awesome, but then seeing it in French in France would be like, you know, icing on the cake. My livre. That's all the French you're gonna get from me. All right, so on to I think like 6 or 7 now. Gosh, I don't even know what number I'm on. I would love to, and Lauren already kind of stole this a little bit, but I would love to have someone name one of their kids after one of my characters. I love this. I love naming my characters after, like all my character names, they like mean something or they come from something. I was named after my mom's favorite soap opera character. Aaron and I don't really think we're gonna have kids, but if we do, we already have names picked out, and they're named after book characters and poets, and like, so they all are like literary. So I think it'd be really, really cool if someone was like, man, I loved your book so much that like I named my daughter after the main character or something like that. I just think that would be like a real honor. It would really tell me how much that book meant to them or how much they liked that character. So I just think that, you know, that you want to solidify it with your child, like that's kind of a big deal. So this next one is like totally nerdy of me, and Lindsay already kind of said this, and I think Kevin did too. I'll put their videos down in the description. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone, but Lindsay, Kevin, Devasia, Great Fry, and Lauren in the description. But I would love to have dolls made of my character. As you guys know, I am a toy collector. I love toys. I love Funkos. So it'd be really cool if they were Funkos. I think To All the Boys I Love Before have Funkos, which I think is so, so cool. So probably a Funko would probably be the route I would go, or maybe like a cool Barbie, like one of those plus size Barbies that's like styled to be like my main character. Ooh, I would love that a lot. Yeah, I like that. So something like that, like some sort of toy that I can display, because I love toys and I would love for my characters to become toys. Okay, so I have 3 left, and they're all like, I think a little bit more typical. So one is to become a New York Times bestseller. Like, I don't know, I know it's like so rigged and it's more of a popularity contest, and I get it, I get all the things, but I still would like it. I don't really care about, I don't want to say I don't care about money, but like, that's not a wish. Like, I don't have like, I want to make X amount of dollars or sell X amount of books or win this award, because like, awards are for nerds. Just kidding. I don't care about those kind of things. I'd like to win a popularity contest once in my life. Is that too much to ask? I mean, who doesn't want to? No, I just think it'd be really cool to be like, hi, I'm Laura, I'm a New York Times bestseller. Nice to meet you. Part of that is because I dropped out of the PhD program just before I finished it, so I'll never technically get to call myself Dr. Laura, which I thought about every day of my life for 10 years, and then it was just ripped from me. Well, it wasn't ripped from me, I dropped out. But that dream just went poof. So if I can't be Dr. Laura, although some of you call me Dr. Laura, I don't mind. Since I can't be Dr. Laura, it would be nice to be Laura, New York Times bestseller. It's got a nice little ring to it, right? So yeah, I know that's probably like such a lame wish, but I don't think anyone's said that. And I don't know if it's just because no one cares about it like I do, or if no one wants to admit how much they care about it like I do. But you know me, I'm gonna keep it 100. Number 10, I think this is I would like one of my books to be made into a Netflix movie. So not like one of those ones in the theater. I mean, that would be cool or whatever, but that's just not really how I envision it. Like, I actually think Beware of Monsters, my husband has said this in a previous video, like, I think I can just see it as a Netflix movie, and I think it'd be so cool. And part of that reason is that Netflix is actually accessible to so many more people. You don't have to have a lot of money to go see it. Like, for people like, you know, me and like my family and stuff, like, going to the movies is expensive, and I just feel like having it be on Netflix, and everyone has a Netflix, you know, subscription or somebody's password. So I just feel like it would be more accessible to people that I care about and that I love. And I don't know, I just think that'd be really cool to have it be technically like in every home in America. So I would love for it to be a Netflix movie. I don't know, a show would be kind of cool too, I guess, but I don't know, I just kind of envision all of my books as movies, so that's just kind of how I see it. And then the last one is kind of nerdy, but I do know some authors that have had this happen, so this would be like, oh, super dream for me. And that would be to have me, or one of my books, or the combination of those two things, be a Jeopardy question. I'm pretty sure Becky Albertalli was a Jeopardy question, and I want to say maybe Sabathir was. There's been several people who have been Jeopardy questions, and I'm obsessed with Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy. I've loved it my whole life, ever since I was literally a wee child, like 6 or 7. I watch it all the time. I've tried to get on it several times in my youth. I should try now as an adult where I'm a little bit smarter. But I love it. I would love to be a contestant on Jeopardy. So Alex Trebek, if you're watching, call me. But yeah, if I could have one of my books and myself as an author be a question on Jeopardy, that's when I know I made it. So those were my 11 publishing dreams that maybe, if I'm lucky, 1 or 2 of those could happen in my lifetime. But if all of those happen, then highest of the high, amazingness. I don't even know what that was. Like, I was gonna say something like chef's kiss, top tier. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. That would just be like the most amazing thing ever. But yeah, those are my publishing wishes. What about you? Do any of you have those same wishes? Comment down below, let me know. Do you think any of those are really crazy? Because I know some of them are kind of dorky, not gonna lie, but that's okay. And then as far as like doing this as a tag, like, I don't know, I would love to see everyone do this, because this seems amazing, like, to hear people's wishes. It's just fun to think about and daydream and put it out, as Lauren said, into the universe, because I think when you say things out loud, you know, it's putting that energy out there. So Yeah, if I'm gonna have to tag someone, how about Becca C. Smith? Let's have you do it. Jessica Williamson, and then I'd love to see Lizelle do this video, and then I'm gonna tag Alexa Dunn because I commented to her the other day that I would love to see this video from her, and she's like, I don't know if I could do it, so I'm tagging you, Alexa. Let's hear it. What are your publishing dreams? You love talking about how so many things are dreams. I would love to hear what your dreams are. So if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed and you enjoy watching goofy writing content, then please be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys all on Friday for my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.